What's up everyone, and welcome back to episode 3 of Hardcore Minecraft. In this episode, we're going to take on a project that is far too large for our early days, but hey, we'll have fun while we do it, and I hope you come along for the ride. And I just want to say thank you. The feedback from the last episode was absolutely amazing. I could have never hoped the video did as good as it did. So, taking a quick gander at our mob farm chests, as you can see, I did a little bit of AFKing. I would say roughly 10 to 12 Minecraft days. We've created ourselves a nice little stockpile, if I say so myself. And on that note, as I mentioned last episode, this was only going to be temporary. So let's quickly get rid of this mob farm and the sugarcane farm. Now that we've got that taken care of, let's take a quick look at the iron farm. Since it's built in the spawn chunks, it was running the entire time I was AFK at the mob farm. Now, I will say, since iron is pivotal, I will be leaving this farm a little longer. It will eventually be replaced by a larger farm, but for now, it will be ticking away in the background. Now, we have been holding on to these levels for quite some time since the Ender Dragon, so I say we go ahead, gather some leather, and get ourselves a small enchanting setup. While we were gathering some leather, I found this rare mob just over the hills. I brought him all the way back to the village to keep him safe. I think we'll go ahead and put him in the clerics for now. Why don't you guys let me know in the comments if you have any name ideas for him. Best name, and we'll name tag him in the next episode. Oh, no. There's no leaving for you, cleric. Alright, let's find an alternate way. Let's try putting some steps, and we'll just lure him with the wheat. Alright, perfect. Now let's craft our enchanting table. And our final bookshelves. Perfect. Alright, now that we've got the materials, I think the perfect place for the enchanting table is going to be on a small hill right outside the villager's house. This is definitely not going to be a permanent setup. We'll be moving it somewhere a lot nicer down the road. Now, let's take a gander at a few of our enchanting options. Aqua Infinity, that's definitely a huge contender here. Let's see what the other options we have. Alright, after looking at those, it's an easy pick. Aqua Infinity it is. Awesome, that's pretty close to a perfect hit. Alright, next up, let's see what we have. Efficiency 4 book, that's an instant enchant early game. Nothing really worth rolling here. Let's just go with the low enchant and reroll. Breaking shovel. Let's give it a try. Efficiency 4 as well. Perfect. I could really care less if it has Silk Touch or Fortune right now. Alright, let's skip ahead a little bit to the completed gear. We did pretty good if you ask me. A lot of the armor is almost near perfect. Perfect pick, good shovel, a breaking axe. Overall, not too bad tools. Overall, I would say this is a very good use of our experience from defeating the Ender Dragon. Top notch. Alright, so with all our gunpowder from the mob farm and our upgraded shovel, I think we need to craft ourselves some TNT. Perhaps next episode, we'll go get ourselves some netherite for our tools and armor. So, let's head towards the desert and cue ourselves up a quick sand mining montage. Alright, we came back with 2 shulker boxes full of sand and all the slots in our inventory completely full. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it crafted up. Let's make sure we grab every last bit of this gunpowder too. We can't leave any of it behind. Let's leave a little bit of gunpowder out though. We'll leave that as our rocket supply until we get ourselves a new creeper farm. Almost 2 full rows of TNT. No complaints there. That should get us a lot of netherite, and we have some sand left over for any glass or concrete we need to make in the future. Perfect. Now, finally, onto the project at hand. Flattening the entire spawn chunk down to sea level. We're going to start with a whole bunch of chests. We're going to see how many we can fill. A lot of the dirt is going to use to expand where we have water. But let's see what this gets us. We'll start with 30 chests, and we'll add as many as we need to. We want to lose as few resources as possible. We're pretty resource poor right now. So the stone bricks, everything like that, it's going to be hugely beneficial. That being said, let's craft. everyone. As you may have noticed from the time-lapse, there's a lot of stone we need to get rid of. So, we can either spend the next 3 weeks mining it, or go on a little sidetrack and get a beacon. Now, going back to the fortress in the first episode, let's see if we can get ourselves some skulls. Oh, here come a couple skellies. Get out of here, normal skeleton. There it is. Skull number 1. Looks like I took a couple arrows to the head there. Let's get this guy off the ledge. Oh, good thing we got him off the ledge. Skull number 2. There we have it. Skull number 3. Now, I don't want to completely cheese the first wither fight and get it stuck in the bedrock, but I also don't want to risk the world until we're fully geared, so I figured we'd mine down to Deep Slate, spawn him in, and kill him. All the while looking for diamonds and getting some Deep Slate for future builds. This looks like the perfect spot, right here in the gravel. One, 2, 3. Let's back up and wait for the explosion. Well, it looks like at first glance putting him up 1 block higher is going to cause some slate problems. But it shouldn't be a real problem. We'll get him down to half health with our bow. On a positive note, look at all the Deep Slate he's breaking for us. That's going to be so huge going forward. And then we'll bring out the sword to finish him off. Perfect. Our very first nether star in episode 3. Not too shabby. Alright, let's see what diamonds he's exposed to us. Alright, perfect. Now let's build our beacon and keep on flattening our spawn chunks. Well guys, I'm gonna have to call it there. As of this moment, it's Tuesday night. If I want to be able to get this video out for Saturday, I need to put a pin in it and start editing. Right now, this episode is about 125 Minecraft days long. I've got well over 15 hours of footage to start going through, so I'm sorry, we weren't quite able to flatten out our spawn chunks. But I'll tell you what, the biggest hurdle this episode was repairing tools. Every time I wanted to repair, I had to mine quartz, trade with villagers, buy potions of experience. That slowed me down way too much. So, next episode, we're going to make a huge experience farm, and we're going to finish off this dig. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. If you stayed with me till the end, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. The series is just getting started, so I hope you come back again. And if this is your first time tuning in, I put the playlist in the description. Please feel free to go back and start at episode 1. Until next time, stay safe.